The Long and Winding Road is a section of the map that links Dark Eden to Avernus. Much of the northern Long and Winding Road section in the Alpha is also similar to retail.
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
The first cave Kain comes across is one of the few bonus area caves that's also in the Alpha, where it appears to be virtually identical to its retail counterpart.
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest, causing my victim's body to shrink on itself, crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see. These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone. A medley of death and evisceration. Let fate choose my enemy's demise.
As we move down the trail, we reach the lightning spell trail, and an interesting difference. The sign to the trail is in English, whereas the retail game has it in the Elder Furthark inspired blood script. Along with the missing graves in the cemetery, this provides further evidence that the language had not yet been implemented at the time. The lightning trail is again very similar to the retail version, but has a large number of minor structural changes throughout. Some lava pits are slightly altered, but the most noticeable changes are in the cliffs, which are simpler shapes in the Alpha, but appear more rugged and broken up in retail, giving the impression that someone has been through giving them rougher edges to make them look more natural.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the Heart of Darkness restores vampiric unlife. It can be used over and over again, but always consumes magical energy from the one who uses it. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body. With this spell I can call upon the heavens to tear my enemies apart with its explosive power. Oh, how their bodies will rupture as the scything energy rips through them.
Moving back to the long and winding road, and just beyond the lightning trail is another surprise. An extra path blocked by boulders that leads eastward. This is one of the shortcut trails, and it connects this area with the adjacent map area, in this case the Lake of Serenity nearby the House of the Dollmaker, which we'll return to in time. The rest of the northern long and winding road area is again similar to retail, although it is missing the outcrop and vista, which provides a view of the upcoming Avernus city. The trail continues southward, before transitioning into the southern winding road area. But the only real difference here is the lack of signage seen in the retail version. Strangely, the gates to Avernus City are closed when Kain arrives, where they are wide open in retail, and it's unclear if there was intended to be a switch somewhere that was not present yet, or if a different progression, perhaps through the Lake of Serenity shortcut trail, was originally envisaged. Kain's entry to Avernus is accompanied by a vista, with his usual dialogue regarding the gates opening before him, which perhaps supports the former option.
The gate of Avernus opened slowly before me, daring me to cross the threshold. Who was I to reject such an invitation?
And this may match up with a cut line indicating the door to Avernus being blocked until Kain visited Ariel.
The hell that raged on within the walls of Avernus had barred me entry. Fire and catastrophe were the city's guards. Perhaps Ariel had the key to those gates.
There's no additional dialogue for the pillars, and further lines from the PC version may suggest that Kain was actually intended to use Batflight to gain entry instead.
Avernus consumed itself before my eyes. There seemed no easy path to gain entry to the hell laid out before me. Perhaps there was a way inside from above the chaos that reigned there.
Join us next time as we explore the Great Avernus redesign.